Hello Pisces, hello and welcome to your general tarot card reading for October of 2018. So Pisces, those four cards, they're representing kind of main four energies, events, 4 weeks of the October. This one is representing you. This is showing what is possible. This is to kind of look into the things to consider. This is what to let go of, and that it's what's going to help you to kind of move forward, and this additional commentary. So you're being represented by the 10 of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles, it's depicting family, it's depicting the different generations, the dogs, children, elderly. So you might be feel kind of very secure, contented, feeling appreciated. Some of you might be visiting family, wanting to see family, or going back to your hometown, whatever it might be. But equally, the 10 is representing some kind of stability on many levels. So maybe, and what I'm hearing here is also emotional stability and kind of self-confidence and ease. So October is kind of representing kind of that kind of feel for you. And what else we have? We have a Page of Pentacles, we have a Six of Pentacles, we have a Knight of Wands, and we have a Chariot. So Pisces, that's interesting. So Pentacles, there might be something to do with money, finance, your job. You might be acquiring new skill. You might be rewarded for your perseverance. I'm hearing perseverance, and you might be very focused on things that you want to do. So you might be learning a new skill. You might be you have everything at your disposal to have a job done, and on the back of it, you might be appreciated. You might be receiving some kind of financial form of rewards, depending. But this is showing, the Six of Pentacles is showing the flow of money, the flux of money going and coming, whichever way it's highly beneficial. Knight of Wands is suggesting some kind of information, and that might be information about the travel. And you might be traveling, you might be physically traveling, or you might be, that might be to do with someone who's going to come and see you, Pisces. You might have a visitor. You might have, and that's going to kind of interrupt or change the course of events. That will be you'll be surprised, happy, kind of, but equally it's going to put you in that kind of funny feeling of that you have to do something about it. And I'm not sure, you might have a funny feeling of wanting to do things, changing things, all of a sudden you want to do God knows what. So there's a question mark for you why and what it is that you want to do. But you might have also, Pisces, some of you might be having a very strong urge for a change in your life, and you would like to be more forthcoming, and you're going to have that feeling that you want to overcome certain self limitations and become kind of a little bit more tougher, more assertive, more kind of outgoing. This is obviously possible. This is a case of are you going to put your mind into it? But that is truly possible. So yeah, well done, Pisces. If that's what you want to do, go for it. So what is possible? We have the Knight of Pentacles. So whatever you plan is possible to be achieved. However, October not going to be the month that's going to close or tide it up. It's October going to give you because it feels like it's a long term. So if you're going to divide it or put it into like time, some kind of steps, this is possible in October to do something that is reasonably big chunk, but that's not going to kind of wrap it all out. What is worth to consider? Do you always have to be right, Pisces? Do you always have to prove your point? Things to consider. What is to let go of? Your emotional side might be not always be the strongest one, and I think you might have a tendency to either hold grudges or not able to heal because you're having a new wave of emotions coming and certain things keep coming your way. So the best way is going to be to heal, but the heal, whatever disappointment you had, it might be to do with your romantic involvement. That might be to do with disappointment in general. Something didn't turn the way how you hope it will, but your emotions, they're not your best. They're not advising you well. Basically, what they say, you have emotions that they are, if they're taking you, they're swiping you, and they're taking you quite off the course. They're very strong, apparently, Pisces. So you might be very strongly emotionally driven, and what they say is emotions, they're good when you know from where they're coming from, what kind of emotions you have, but those emotions seems to be like clumping together and they are very unclear, and because of lack clarity of what is it that you're actually feeling, this has to be kind of overwhelming, Pisces, and I can kind of see it and try to imagine how it's like. But they say heal, look into it, understand it, because there's a pattern to it. There is something to it that you can see why this has happened, that there's a reason, and is to look into the reason and coming to the terms of that reason, Pisces. That's what's coming through. So what's additional commentary over here? It's era, it's time, it's change of season. So wherever it has been. I know it's trivial, but that's what's coming through. You have to look for a better times ahead of you, Pisces. And I don't know, Pisces, I didn't know that some of you might not like autumn. Interesting. Plan ahead. Think what you would like to achieve. And you might draw inspirations from others as well. So the overall commentary is to draw inspirations for others. Is not to see the thing that grass is greener on the other side. This has nothing to do with it, not at all. Actually, what they are saying that talking through talking with others, understanding others people kind of takes, the drives, what makes them complete, what makes them happy, is to draw kind of inspiration from it and kind of looking at it from the perspective of, okay, so that what makes them happy, what makes me happy, what would make my heart to sing, what would happen if I would change my perception of things. So that is the overall message for you for October, Pisces. I would like to say a massive thank you for tuning in. Have a smashing week. You take care.